Wait, I've got an idea. Running away is a terrible idea. So is this guy a coward too? I will say that is one thing he is most certainly is not. Quote, Darak, who causes concern in Springer, which Solila quickly dispels. Darak and Solila and Springer must contend with the Zertonian army, unaware that even greater dangers await them across the galaxy. Presented by Skybound Entertainment, distributed by Image Comics, Void Rivals, Volume 1, Issue 11, The Energon Universe. Darak and Solila are concerned by the Zertonian army as they begin to fire on them. Many of the Zertonians are fearful of Springer, calling him Leviathan, but are threatened not to run and instead attack. Springer says, stay behind me for the brunt of it. Springer transforms into a helicopter mode to try and escape with Darak and Solila. However, the gravity of the wasteland proves too strong to achieve lift. Springer then says, I'm landing before they shoot me down. I can at least put some distance between us and them. The wasteland is considered a harsh environment because of its intense gravity and severe weather conditions. Realizing they have nowhere to run, Solila decides to engage their attackers by jumping out of Springer into battle, shooting at the Zertonians with Springer and Darak providing backup. Springer remarks on how bad Darak is at shooting, to which Darak replies, I'm a pilot. Solila says these people are pawns. Try not to harm them. Springer responds, tall order, but I'll do my best. It would help if I knew how durable these guys are. As Handroid wants to help Darak become a better shooter, Darak says this blaster isn't going through their armor when it does hit. This isn't going to be easy. Oh man, just then, he's met by the barrel of a tank. Springer kicks one of the Zertonian tanks to save Darak. Though Darak has trouble with shooting, seeing this gives him an idea. Springer says, can you try to help at least half as well as her? Darak says, wait, I've got an idea. Springer responds, running away is a terrible idea, so this guy's a coward too. As Solila take down troop after troop, she says, I will say that is one thing he most certainly is not, a coward. We see Darak return with the old mech suit, his old Edgewater unit, which hasn't been seen since it was lost in the wasteland 10 years ago, as revealed in issue 7. While it's not as physically strong as Springer, it gives them the added muscle they need to turn the tide. The mech suit is wiping out the Zertonian soldiers when suddenly a tank fires directly at it. Darak says, close one. We previously saw the Edgewater among the items Springer had scavenged in issue number 9. His old Edgewater unit stomps on a tank but then falls down. Springer comes in with the save, driving his sword through the tank as the Zertonians begin to retreat. As Solila is breathing heavily, Darak says, yes, I am also exhausted from how much fighting I did. Darak realizes this might be their only chance to tell Zertonia what they've learned about Energon and how they can use it. He calls out to one of the soldiers and asks Springer to take him into his lab to share the process. Solila is concerned that Darak would give up his people's advantage, but Darak argues that since leaving the truth about themselves, he doesn't see sides anymore, just the lives of people who needs help. Solila apologizes before the Zertonian soldier comes running out of the lab to join his retreating comrades, carrying a data drive provided by Springer with instructions on how to refine Energon. Meanwhile, on the planet Shar, Skutzoid meets with a new client, Bosch, to discuss stealing an item for him on the planet Monachus. Skutzoid senses they are being watched, but Bosch insists that no one will come to Shar unless they had to. Little does he know that Skutzoid is right. Their meeting is being observed by a mysterious robotic figure who remarks that Skutzoid would be a perfect addition to his lord's ranks. The robotic figure continues to follow Skutzoid, still acting on behalf of its yet unknown master. This issue follows up on some of the teasers from the Energon Universe special. Elsewhere in space, Quintessence Cruiser reports to Quintessessa from the asteroid field where Skutzoid found Darak and Solila's patchwork ship, searching for a trail to Zertonia. The Quintessence Judge says if the Unspoken One did in fact steal the technology she was believed to have stolen, the potential gains if she is located are immeasurable. Their Quintessence scientists acknowledge this, but states the fact remains we are burning precious energon as one of our flagship wanders aimlessly in the cosmos. While the leaders worry that this mission will waste their precious energon, the captain assures them to have faith. At that moment, the faith appears rewarded as another vessel enters the region piloted by Hot Rod, still searching for his lost ally. Hot Rod is training with an aggressive robot and tracks the decaying energy signature of the Nebulon transport ship that Skutzoid gave to the rivals, allowing him to trace the way to the sacred ring. Aboard the Quintessential cruiser, the captain gives the order to follow the Autobot ship. The Quintessential refers to Zertonian only as the unspoken one, and a refusal to acknowledge her name was established in issue number 9. This issue follows up on some of the teasers from the Energon Universe special, with Hot Rod following the trail given to him by Skutzoid. Back on the sacred ring, as the platoon return to Zertonia, the soldier examines the data Springer gave him. As the tanks continue on their path, Proximus pulls himself from beneath the sand and clings to one, allowing it to take him home. Back at Springer's lab, Darak says, "We don't have resources to make it to the Agorian border on our own. We were hoping you could transport us there like you did for me years ago." Springer replies, "That was you? Wow." Darak responds, "I was half dead. I didn't believe what a little I remembered until I encountered Jetfire." Springer says, "I definitely want to know more about that. I mean, I was going to help you anyway, but you can tell me that story on the way." Mentioned in Void Rivals issue number 9. Darak says, "Great. At the risk of pushing my luck, can we get one of those data pads for my people as well?" Springer agrees, and Darak adds, "While we wait, any chance you can tell me about the glowing green key in your belt, Solila?" Darak found the green key in Void Rivals issue number 9, which Solila was given by Mistress Vil. Solila the warrior in her grabs her spear as Darak says, "I asked nicely and you promised." Solila replies, "Sorry, I am very sorry. I'm afraid this is where we must part ways." Presented by Skybound Entertainment, distributed by Image Comics, Void Rivals, Volume 1, Issue 12, The Energon Universe.